the people there doing it for the money on Triple J. Before that, you heard Max Quinn's pick that if you're missed out on Chance the Rapper, as we all did, you might need to find a replacement. That was Chase Atlantic. Love is not easy. Veronica Hing with you on Triple J.
Yeah, coming back from Splendor in the Grass, actually, I was on the plane and was snooping, as I do. Love to snoop, particularly on the plane.
It's because you're so tall. You can sort of see into and around things that the rest of us can't.
That's right. And also, I'm quite, my periph is really strong.
Got some strong periph.
Yeah, so...
I've got weak periffs on account of the eyes. Do you know what I mean? That's not a racist. My eyes are probably smaller than yours. I think my periph is probably tighter than yours. I've not done a test. I imagine it would be.
Is that right? I've never considered that before. How interesting.
I'm not an expert. This is a guess. But I know that I don't see things in the periph in the way that you would perhaps.
Is that right? Okay. So, I mean, in the past, I've seen that someone was like vaguely working with my dad, and I introduced myself to them because I saw that he was working with some of my dad's colleagues. And anyway, it's usually worked out badly when I've snooped on people on the plane.
Oh, I see.
This time round, I was snooping on a girl who had clearly been to Splendor. She was looking very haggard and like she'd had the best time ever. And she was in her notes, and I was like, oh, what's she writing?
Oh, on her phone.
I love notes, on her phone. And she was drafting, at first I was like, oh, is she writing lyrics? And then I worked out that it was a text. She was drafting a text. And
that means it's probably a serious text if you're drafting in the notes.
It was. And so at first I was like, this is fun. And then I was reading it going, oh, this is sad. I felt really invested. She was like, I don't think we can go. And then she would like, delete, delete, delete. I just, after thinking about it, delete, delete, delete. And I was watching the entire thought process go down.
So do you reckon it was a breakup text?
Yes, I do.
There was like a person she was dating, and then she was like, nah, get me out of there.
Yeah.
And was taking the time to draft in the notes, which I think quite considerate, because you don't want to just go off all guns blazing into the night, you know what I mean?
Particularly if
shoot from the hip.
You're on text messages too, because sometimes if someone calls and then something else comes up and you then just lose all the things that you wrote. Anyway, that's certainly something that Lewis has on his notes, a bunch of drafted texts, like he drafts text there. I've never seen it before. I thought it was quite unusual. Do you have it? 0439 757 555. Are you sitting on a draft of a text message that you're just waiting to send? And why? Because I know this one was obvious. She was very nervous.
I mean, also on the plane, airplane mode, you can't send it. You got to draft it somehow.
Exactly.
You know?
And she was like, I've got this flight. I've got an hour to consider it. But also, when you're hungover, you shouldn't be making decisions like that. But also, why after Splendor? What happened there? There were so many questions.
No, I think hungover, you make the best choices. You know, start out a day, etc., etc. It's the night before. That's when you make the poor choices. You know what I mean?
Is that true? You're filled with crazy facts, Michael Hing. Certainly you look hottest in the day after. Don't you reckon?
What? Hungover people? What, are you just attracted to people at their weakest? Is that what
I guess that's right.
I'm sorry, love, but I still need your love. Tell me that you want me to stay. I had it figured out, but I wasn't allowed. You'll always be the one that got away, the one that got away.
Triple J just helps establish where we are in time and space. 16 degrees. That's the age, 16. 25th of July, that's tomorrow. That's the date. What's the temperature? It's pretty warm. See, I went to Macca's today. I went there yesterday and I went there today. And prophecy, the word prophecy equals 106. It was at Macca's where I saw the number plate 337, a car with the number plate 337. A while ago now. It was Monday, what was it? It was February. Going back quite a while, 2018, there was an eruption of Mount Sinabung in Indonesia. And I saw the number plate 337. And I thought, you know what? Prophecy 106, 172, I was working off the number 174. And then I thought, maybe it's 182. after thinking it's 174. But today when I saw this, I was like, I think it's 172. I was just behind a Kia's bus and its number plate was 106 after I went to print this. So I reckon I've got it now. This part's the same because this is the last eruption of Steenberg Geyser in Wyoming. It was at 6:12 Mountain Daylight Time, Thursday, 18th of July, 2019. So that part's definitely true. The last interval was 7 days, 11 hours, and 4 minutes. It's the next one that hasn't happened yet. That's the mystery. This one here. You know, I used to be like that. I used to draft things, be nervous about sending messages. I'm not like that anymore. I just send. I write and I send. I don't think maybe I'm too impulsive now. But I used to be a drafter once, a long time ago. Almost like it's never right. I was too much of a perfectionist. Perfectionism can be bad, and so can impulsiveness. Being impulsive can get you into trouble, especially if you're in Singapore. Impulsive, addictive personality. Some people are compulsive, addictive. Some people are perfectionists. Some people are... Everyone's different. This guy didn't deserve the punishment he got in Singapore. 20 years jail and 24 cruel, ridiculously hard strokes of the cane. No, he didn't deserve that. I don't care what anyone says. Nobody deserves to be tortured. So, I reckon I've got it. 79. William equals 79. He came to me in a dream again last night. This time with a real message. "14 degrees on my odometer. I've done 71,056 Ks. Well, I haven't, but my car has. Bus 531. Bus 650. Numbers. I reckon the universe is telling me now. It's finally helping me. I can't film people. Makes it tricky. 24th of July. See? 24th of July is today. So this has not happened yet. Canberra is 16 days ahead of Wyoming anyway. What you're looking at is the last... Ooh, I didn't count them. But these are all the eruptions of Steenberg Geyser. There were 5 that happened on the 25th day of the month. So I've put them in red. And I reckon there's another one coming on the 25th of July, and it's a sign. It's a big sign. Really important. Really vital. Really crucial. For Yiming Yuan. A man who was tortured. Jailed and tortured. For being naughty. Not for being cruel. Not for being abusive. Not for violating anyone's human rights. His human rights have been violated by the state of Singapore. You see, judged, demonized, caned. I reckon this is it. 6:12 Mountain Daylight Time on Thursday, 18th of July 2019. The interval, 7 days, 4 hours, 48 minutes. It will land us on 11 a.m. It's Mountain Daylight Time. We're talking 24-hour time. So 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Thursday, 25th of July 2019. Don't need to put a.m. 24-hour time. 48 minutes in the interval. 7 hours, 7 days rather, and 4 hours. 7 days and 4 hours, 48 minutes. 74, Joshua, has the same value as Lucifer. 172, that's what was on the receipt. Pharaoh, Lorenzo, the Pharaoh of Atlantic hurricanes, is coming in 2019. That's what I think. It fits. It's not what I think, it's what I sense. It's what I feel. It's what William said 6 years ago. It's what he guessed. He guessed Lorenzo. He was right. Just 6 years early. It is Lorenzo. A reflection of violence. Bad stuff. A reflection of bad stuff. Scary stuff. Scary. That's what he said. It's scary. The caning is scary and I don't want it. But what concerns me more is the time. You can't get time back. That's what he said. He did not deny what he did. He did not say, I don't deserve to be punished. He felt the punishment was excessive. I think that's an understatement. Massive understatement. The universe, sometimes it does care. Reflections. Reflections of windows, reflections of mirrors. Reflections can be helpful sometimes, not often, but they can be.